Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the New York Mets. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And starting this one, Max Meyer. What's the word on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one.
29.
Does he have a... for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And the home opener is underway.
7 o'clock.
On the ground to the left, into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now it's Alex Bregman. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Up and in, look out. Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really good job keeping that one fair down the line. He let that off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate travel.
And that one gets away at the plate. But all the runners hold. The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. First and second here, no outs. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a big first out. Here's the center fielder, Seiya Suzuki. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. 1 out. Runners at first and second. On a line. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
In the dirt. That's ripped into the outfield. And that is that. Back here in Queens, getting the nod on the mound, Kyle Bradish. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Jake Mangum up now for the Mets.
Jake Mangum.
That missed by a lot. And 1-1. Right side. And foul ball. The 1-2. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Really nice job, a two-strike hitting in that at bat. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Francisco Lindor up to bat next. Lays off for ball. And it's second. Up and in. And it's 2-1. There's a strike.
Oh, you just got to regroup after that call. He didn't agree with it, and you can't blame him, but you don't have time to dwell on it. You got to be ready for this next pitch.
Battling here as he fouls it away. No outs. Runner on second. This one in the air, center field. Suzuki drifts towards it. And there's one down. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Third, left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Laser could be trouble. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead. And he'll reach second with one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over.
One out. Runner at second. Dylan Dingler will hit next. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there are 2 outs. Here is Marcus Semien.
Second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Two outs and one in scoring position. Comes up empty. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back here at Citi Field, top of the second. So here's Horner now.
Horner.
Meyer, 27 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. That's to third, but that rolls foul. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by-pitch to lead off the inning. So now here's the DH, Moises Ballesteros. And that misses. Ball one. Corner aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Shortstop
Mason Wynn, the next Cub to hit. And it's fouled off. Yoan. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe.
On to Simeon. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play. So on now for Chicago, Masataka Yoshida. In the dirt, blocked. Runner stays put at third.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher if you're the runner at third. Think about scoring.
The double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate, tie this game. The 1-1. On the ground. Simeon. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. We head to the bottom of the second. Stepping in, Michael Garcia.
Michael Garcia.
That one fouled off. That pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now.
Ball one.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting 7.
Dominic Panzone up now for the Mets.
Panzone.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now it's going to be David Fry.
Inside, ball one.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. One out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. Ground ball left side. Fires to first in time. And next for the Mets, Brendan Doyle. Tap foul at the plate. And on second, 2 down. This one in the air, right field. And that is that. On to the third inning. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch. Meyer back to work.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
The 1-0. Ground ball up the middle. Lindor handles, throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Up next for
And now it's Alex Bregman. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Off the plate, ball one.
On the ground, out to short. On to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for the Cubs,
Ian
left
Happ up to
fielder
hit.
Ian
He's
Happ.
0 for 1. And that one almost hit him. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Bellinger gets under it, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Jake Mangum.
Jake Mangum.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 0-1.
Ball in.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And that one is lifted in the air. Happ settles underneath it. One up, one down. Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Fly to center his first time. The 0-2. Out towards right center field. Suzuki running hard for it. And there's two down. Bellinger up to hit.
For the Mets, left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Ground ball right side. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. On to the fourth. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Seiya Suzuki.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Ball, that's low.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. On the ground to short, Lindor. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for
the batter now,
catcher,
Kyle Teal. The Cubs down by a run, top half of inning number 4. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's out number 2. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Hit by a pitch his first time up. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here in Queens, here's the catcher for the Mets, Dylan Dingler. late on that fastball.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Fouled off down the right side. Bush hauls it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next,
Now it's Marcus
for the
Semien.
Mets,
He was a
second
strikeout
baseman,
victim his first time.
Marcus Semien.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Liner picked on the hop at first. Bush takes it himself. Already 2 gone here in the home
For the
fourth.
Mets, third
Michael
baseman,
Garcia digs in now.
Michael
Struck out
Garcia.
swinging his first time. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. So 2 down. Now it's the DH, Dominic Canzone. That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. Going down. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 3-0. Next to hit, David Fry. He's 0 for 1. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Inside ball.
Radish, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit.
Nice grab. Ready now for the 5th inning. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Moises Ballesteros. Ballesteros measures 5 feet 8 inches, 22 years old. And he was born in Venezuela. Foul ball there. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 down. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. He hit into a double play his first time up. Lifted in the air, right field. Mangum coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs,
Now it's the right fielder, Masataka Yoshida.
Yoshida.
Grounded out his first time up.
Ball, that's out.
So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now Michael Bush.
Hey!
Got him. That is his 3rd of the game. Back here at Citi Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Brenton Doyle up now for the Mets. Swing and a pop-up. Bush in position. 1 away.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Mangum in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Just
That's ball
missed.
2.
Off
Ball.
the mark there. 3 balls and a strike.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swinging a foul out of play. Too high, and it's ball 4.
Take your bait.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Francisco Lindor. And first offering is fouled off. Lindor swings through that one. Mangum over at first with 1 away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Now there's a bullet down the line, and it goes just foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Nice job behind the plate there.
Up next for the Mets.
And here comes
left
Bellinger.
fielder, Cody Bellinger. Now pitching for the Cubs.
New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Jared King.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
The 0-1. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. That one not close. And the count 1-2. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Got him. That is the inning. Back here in Queens, top 6. Here's Alex Bregman. And a foul ball. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. Just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Ian Happ getting ready to hit.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hard the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Hunter Harvey taking over on the mound.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings. Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
The 2-1. That one is absolutely belted. Mangum, long run, stretches out and hauls it in. throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. Now 1-1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Next pitch is downstairs.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Dylan Dingler.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Bush steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Next for the Mets,
Marcus Semien now at the plate.
Marcus Semien.
That's hard hit in the line. And foul ball. Real one. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
This one in the air, right field. 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. He's already homered here in this one.
Garcia.
What a stop. Fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here at Citi Field. Now the Cubs catcher, Kyle Teel.
Got what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
On a line out towards center. And there's one down. Here's Nico Horner.
Second baseman, Nico Horner.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now, Moises Ballesteros. Hit weakly on the ground, but it kicks foul.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
That one is absolutely belted. Bangs off the wall. The relay throw. And in there with a double off the wall.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases.
That's smacked on a line to center. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 3-1. Now it's the right fielder, Masataka Yoshida. 1 for 2. Out towards right center field. Mingo on the move. And that's the third out. Bottom of the 7th. So now here's the Mets DH, Dominic Manzone.
Dominic
That is out of play. Oh, 1 now.
Ball, that's outside.
And that skips into dirt. That
Ball,
one
that's
misses.
outside.
Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1
Nope.
count.
That one
Ball
misses.
4.
So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the
And
Mets,
up next for New York,
first
David
baseman,
Fry.
David Fry.
There you go.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. He did not go around. And the 1-0. Late swing fouled off. Canzone gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Right through there for a strike.
Ball
Really
2.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up. Corner has a beat on it. And there's 1 down. 1 out, man at first. And now the center fielder, Brent Doyle. Here comes the new arm for the Cubs, Troy Milton. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Bush settles underneath it. 2 away now. So up next,
Up next
Jake
for
Mangum.
the Mets, right fielder, Jake Mangum.
That's off
Ball,
the inside
inside.
corner. Ball 1. Late with the swing there.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out. That ends the frame. We go to the
Leading
8th.
off for the
Here's the
Cubs,
Cubs
first
leadoff
baseman,
man,
Michael
Bush.
Now pitching for the Mets,
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Edgardo Henriquez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Bellinger makes the grab. Alex
Up next
Bregman,
for
the
Cubs,
next Cub
third
to hit.
baseman, Alex Bregman.
Bregman takes downstairs. And that's outside. Henriquez, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a cutter,
That's ball 3.
a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. And that'll bring
Ball
the
4,
tying
big
run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Next to hit, Ian Happ. 0 for 3 in this one. This one in the air, center field. Doyle moving under this one. 2 down. Now here is Seiya Suzuki.
Center fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
The Cubbies with the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. That one at the knees for a strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
This to third, but that rolls foul. Tying run at the plate. Not close with that one. 2-2.
What do
Trying
you
to
got?
check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. 3-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Around second is Bregman. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
That's a ball.
The next to hit takes ball 1. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. 2 on, 2 outs. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. This one smashed down the right field line. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. 1 run's in, headed for the plate. He will score, and the Cubs tie it up.
Back-to-back base hits. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Queens, on to the bottom of the 8th, Francisco Lindor up down for the Mets. Out there to center. Suzuki under this one. Takes it in for the out. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Backed off the plate that time. One, 2 now. Fights it off. You'll see another. One and 2 here. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Dylan Dingler.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
In the air, right field. Yoshida under it. And the inning is over. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Moises Ballesteros.
Now pitching for
The Mets with a new arm. The mound, Sam Hedges.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Ball one. Oh, that's inside.
The next
Nope,
pitch misses.
outside.
3 balls, no strikes. And there's the automatic.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Strike 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. On the ground, right
that's
side.
foul.
Down the line, and it's foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. This one in the air, center field. Doyle settles under this one. Out number 2. Masataka Yoshida, the next cup to hit. 1 for 3.
Nope, that's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Back here at Citi Field. Bottom of the 9th inning, and this one is tied, coming right down to the wire. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. That one lifted to left. Pat should have this one. And there's 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Garcia in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Ball 2.
All tied up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Now 2-1. Outside
Ball 3.
low. They're now 3-1. That's to third, and it goes just foul. On the ground, right side. In time to Bush, 2 out. And next is the designated hitter, Dominic Panzone. He's already homered in this game. First
Ball
pitch
inside.
misses. Penzone trying to send this extra innings. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. It's a 2-out double, and the winning run is at second base.
Well, here we go. Winning run is on base with 2 away. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
And here is David Fry. That one almost got him. The winning run on second base. And a count 1-2.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Laser to the gaps and score the run. Around third. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Mets walk it off and win it